We can't predict the future. But we can create it. We can imagine it and reimagine it. We can explore its depths, see its potential, and turn possibility into reality. We can't predict the future, but we can make it exactly what we want it to be. We can't predict the future. But we can create it. We can imagine it and reimagine it. We can explore its depths, see its potential, and turn possibility into reality. We can't predict the future, but we can make it exactly what we want it to be. We can't predict the future. But we can create it. We can imagine it and reimagine it. We can explore its depths, see its potential, and turn possibility into reality. We can't predict the future, but we can make it exactly what we want it to be.
everyone please remain standing for O Canada?
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Many, many thanks to Keegan Sack for leading us in the processional and the Mi'kmaq Honor Song. And many, many thanks again to Thadra, Gray, and Kaylee James, Ivany Campus students, for singing O Canada. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kathleen Allen, and I am the principal of Ivany Campus. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Mi'kma'ki, the unceded and ancestral homeland of the Mi'kmaq people, nation. Our relationship is based on a series of peace and friendship treaties between the Mi'kmaq Nation and the Crown, dating back to as far as 1725. In Nova Scotia, and here today, we recognize that we are all treaty people. I want to offer a warm welcome to graduates, to family and friends and special guests, and to those joining us across the globe through live stream. Thank you for being part of this very special day as we celebrate the graduates of 2022. I now would like to introduce our stage guests. I ask that you please hold your applause until all have been introduced. I would like to start with Don Bureau, President of Nscc, Sarah Napier, Board Member, Nscc, Claudette Ligo, Honorary Diploma recipient, Jill Provo, Vice President Academic, Tara Lee Hammond, Associate Vice President, Student Affairs, and Gordy McNeil, Academic Chair, Paul Quintello, Director of Enrollment and Registrar, Allison Marsh, Assistant Registrar, Leslie Keeley, Assistant Registrar, Stacy Burgess, Manager of Student Services, Brian Dewey, Academic Chair, and Jamie Hartling, Academic Chair. Each year, our campus welcomes new learners, all eager, many anxious, but each filled with optimism about their learning journey. By the time we see those same learners set to graduate, we witness the same enthusiasm, but the anxiousness is gone, and in its place, a newfound confidence and excitement for the future. That's what makes this day and this month the most wonderful time of year for me and our entire college community. Graduates, we know that so many individuals had a role to play in supporting your journey to graduation. I'd like to take this moment to say thank you. Thank you to all your friends, your family, your favorite pets, and your loved ones. I don't think we know what to do without them. And of course, now I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the amazing faculty of Ivany Campus and the student affairs of professionals and staff. Thank you for all your work this past year and for your continued commitment to student success, putting students first, no matter what challenges were in front of us, including a global pandemic. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you to stand and everyone say thank you for all of your efforts. Graduates, ultimately, it is thanks to your inner strength and your courage that each of you have shown. Many of you have balanced competing priorities, whether caring for family, holding down a job, lengthy travel, or health challenges. You still manage to meet deadlines, stay on top of your workload, making through those late nights of studying, cramming for tests, while handling all those conflicts and stresses involved. And today, my friends, you can say, I did it. Congratulations. At this time of year, sometimes we have to say goodbye to those in our Ivany Campus family who have chosen to retire. Today, I'd like to recognize the following faculty and staff who are retiring from Ivany Campus. I ask any retirees that are with us today to please stand to be recognized for your contributions as I read your name. Fred Jennings, Barbara McDonald, Arette Nazarian, Ron Robichaud, Peter Oyster, Bev Stoltz, Milvie Charlton, and Brian Cooper. Thank you, Barbara. As our President Don Bureau has often said, we take the community and community college very seriously. This is a special community, and while we always have our share of challenges along the way, by working as a supportive family, it makes those successes we see at the end of each academic year that much more special. Congratulations, class of 2022. You've accomplished so much. You should be so proud. And please know that your entire college family on stage with you today and in the audience are absolutely thrilled for your success. Now I'm very, very pleased to welcome our president, Don Bureau, for a few comments.
Thank you, Kathleen, and good afternoon, everybody. You know, it is really a deep honor and privilege for me to be here this afternoon to address the graduating class of 2022. When I think about the things I get to do in a run of a year as president, this is truly, and I mean it, truly the highlight of my year to be at Convocation. And it's extra special this year, as you can imagine, because we have not held an in-person Convocation since June of 2019. So it's been almost 3 years, 3 calendar years since we've come together. And of course, during that time, we've dealt with a global pandemic. And you know, for me to stand here today and say that during the past couple of years, we've all faced times of uncertainty, complexity, and at times chaos would be an understatement. And I know many of you, like me, during some of the darkest times of COVID, perhaps, found it hard to find hope and inspiration with all the negativity that we were facing in the world. But in spite of that, I know that there are opportunities, on the other hand, for growth and development over the past couple of years. There are opportunities for us, in fact, to engage in lifelong learning, to learn in a way that could help prepare us for a post-pandemic environment. And I know personally, I know personally I've had a couple, in fact 3, kind of major sources of learning over the past couple of years I want to share with our graduates this afternoon. And attached to those 3 will come 3 asks, 3 requests that I will have of our graduates going forward. So where did I find these learnings? Well, in fact, the learnings came from a quote, from a story, and from a poem. And I want to quickly share those with you this afternoon. The quote is a quote that I've used quite a bit over the past couple of years. I first read it in March of 2020. And the quote was by Winston Churchill. And his quote was that during a time of once-in-a-lifetime crisis or disruption, one cannot rely on experience to help your way through. One instead must rely on character. And he went on to say that during a time of crisis, one doesn't build character, but instead one reveals character. And I got to tell you, I've seen some incredible character being revealed over the past couple of years we've lived through our pandemic. I've seen people really understand and appreciate what was most important in their lives. I've seen people come to realize who was most important in their lives. I've seen people reevaluate how they spend their time and their energies to focus on what matters most. I've seen people realize how important it was to be caring, to be loving, and to be supportive. I've seen people realize how important it was to be present for others. And I've realized the importance of friendship. Again, being there when somebody needs you the most. You know, one of the terms that we've all become all too familiar with in the past couple of years is this concept of physical distancing. We were told over and over again to stay 6 feet apart from each other, wear a mask like we're doing today, talk through a plexiglass when we wish to communicate with each other. But you know, I would contend that we've been physically distancing for years and years and years, long before COVID came, because of our heavy reliance on social media. I spoke to people during the pandemic who commented on how before COVID-19, they often found themselves feeling lonely and isolated. They had 1,000 friends on Facebook, but not one friend that they could call in a time of hardship. I heard people say how that changed. How during COVID, because of this notion of us needing to be there and to support each other, they felt less isolated because they reached out to friends and loved ones. So to our graduates, my first ask is this. As you move forward into a post-pandemic environment, please never, ever forget the importance of being present, of being there for people. The smallest gesture of support and concern can be a game changer in terms of somebody who's experiencing a difficulty in their lives. And when I think about being present, about being there to help people, graduates, there are people who are joining us this afternoon who have been present for you while you studied here at Nscc. So unbeknownst to our graduates, they actually have one last assignment to complete. You didn't know that, did you? One last assignment. And that assignment is this. Would you take a moment to think of that person or persons who are joining us this afternoon who are present, who are supportive during your studies? Whether they are amazing members of the audience, whether they are fabulous members of the campus community, would you please think of that person right now? And I ask you to think of that person because we have a tradition here at Nscc, a tradition where I ask the graduating class to please stand as you're able and give a wave of appreciation to somebody in the audience as a way to say thank you. Thank you for being there for me as I learned here at Nscc. So graduates, please stand and give a wave of appreciation. Heck, yell out their name if you want to. Awesome, thank you very much. I think with that applause, you would agree that they've got an A+ on their last assignment. Well done, you're now finished your programs. Congratulations. Great job. The second item that I mentioned from which I took a lot of learning as I mentioned, was a story. And this story is about Albert Einstein. Now, some of you may know that Albert Einstein taught at MIT University between the years of 1933 and 1955. And during World War II, he actually had a group of students, the same group of students, for 4 years in a row. As World War II was coming to an end, his teaching assistant gave that group of students an exam. And after the exam was completed and was being handed in, the teaching assistant, much to his despair and shock, realized he had given the exact same exam with the exact same questions to this group of students a couple of years earlier. Well, as you can imagine, he panicked. He ran back to Einstein's office to admit his mistake. He said, "Dr. Einstein, I've made a major error. I've given our students the exact same exam with the exact same questions that we gave them a couple of years ago." To which Einstein calmly replied, he said, "That's okay if you gave them the same questions, because now the answers are different." And that is so true with what we've been facing as a society for the past couple of years. You see, when we asked ourselves the question of how would we work, we had to find a different answer. When we asked ourselves how we would learn, we had to find a different answer. When we asked ourselves how we would teach, we had to find a different answer. And when we asked ourselves how would we come together to create community, again, we had to find a different answer. You know, I'm not sure about you, but the speed of change that we've felt over the past couple of years, it was like the world was on fast forward. It's like the future arrived 10 years early. And the ways that we had to change and develop, we became used to a new digitized world. And we found ways, different ways, new answers to old questions when we had to ask ourselves, how would we balance living and learning and working? So to our graduates, my second ask of you is this. As you move into this post-pandemic environment, my ask is that you take the gift that you now have of education that you work so hard for and continue to find big and bold and brave new answers to old questions. The world needs you to be innovative and to invent new solutions to age-old problems. And finally, I came across a poem. I have to tell you, this poem had a deep and profound impact on me. It's a poem called The Dash, written by a poet by the name of Linda Ellis. And the poem describes a man attending the funeral of his best friend. And during the funeral, the man looks at his best friend's tombstone and he realizes on that tombstone, there are 3 important pieces of information. There's a date of birth, there's a date of passing, and in the middle is a small little dash. And he realizes at that moment that that dash represents the entirety of his best friend's life. Graduates, in a minute, I will have the distinct honor of presenting you your hard-earned credential. My ask of you is to always make the most, to maximize and leverage your dash. For me, a dash does not represent a passage of time, but instead it represents how we spend our lives and the impact that we make. So again, live your dash to the utmost. When I think about living our dashes to the utmost, there's a second group of individuals I want to recognize this afternoon. Because you see, for decades, the alumni of the Nova Scotia Community College have been doing just that, making the most of their dashes. So if you're joining us this afternoon and you are a past graduate of Nscc, whether you're in the audience, whether you're a member of the amazing campus community, even perhaps you're sitting in the graduate area because this is not your first graduation. If you are a past graduate of this Nova Scotia Community College or one of our internal programs like CCEDP, would you please now stand to be recognized? And just look around the room, folks. Thank you for making the most of your dash. Thank you very much. So in conclusion, I simply want to say to our graduating class, congratulations. On behalf of the entire Nova Scotia Community College, you need to know just how so proud we are of what you've accomplished over a very complex period of time. We wish you nothing but the utmost success going forward. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your learning journey. Again, well done. You did it. Great job. Thank you very much.
In just a few moments, we're going to be presenting our graduates with their diplomas and certificates. But before we do so, it is my distinct pleasure to present the highest recognition the college bestows on a citizen, the Nscc Honorary Diploma. An honorary diploma recognizes outstanding leadership and service to our community. It is reserved for those who, through their own innovation and commitment, have contributed to the quality of life of Nova Scotia. In every aspect, this year's honorary diploma recipient is an outstanding candidate for such recognition. Today, on behalf of the School of Access, Education and Language, it is my privilege to present Claudette Ligo with an honorary Nscc diploma. After graduating from high school, Claudette was already on track to inspire and change and make the world a better, kinder, more welcoming place for all. She has invested her time and talents since that to do just that. She began by helping building homes in Métis communities while earning her degree at Laurentian University. She went on to study at Dalhousie, after which she launched her career as a social worker. Fluent in several languages, her work has taken her around the globe, working with agencies such as Oxfam Canada, Canada World Youth, International Centre for Ocean Development. This international experience fueled her work back in Nova Scotia as a founding executive director for the Metropolitan Immigration Settlement Association, now to become the Immigrant Services Association of Nova Scotia, or ISANS. Her foundational efforts in immigration would also help lead the creation of Nova Scotia's Immigration Office. Claudette's leadership and enduring contributions, including the launch of the Immigrant Youth Employability Project in 2017, have directly contributed to the substantial growth in the number of newcomers who choose to come and remain here in our beautiful Nova Scotia. Now it is my pleasure to ask Nscc Board of Governors member Sarah Napier to come forward to present Claudette Ligo with the college's highest award, an honorary diploma.
I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I'd like to begin by thanking the Nscc and the individuals who are involved in putting my name forward for this honorary diploma. It really is an honor, and it is very, very humbling. For various reasons, I was never able to attend my convocations, and so for me, this is really a graduation too, and you can bet that that diploma is going on my wall. It's also extra special, I think, to be receiving this with the graduates from the School of Access, Education and Language. I have always been so impressed with the programs that the Nova Scotia College put together within this particular school. And even more impressed with many students, many of whom I know, who attended the School of Access and took their programs. And so because access, as we know, is so important in life, and some have it, and some have to fight for it. And for some of you graduating today is giving you access to the dreams of your future. And for some of the others, you are going to be using your new skills to open doors for other people and helping them access programs and services that they may now not have access to. So if I had been at my graduation, sitting where you are so many years ago, I could never have envisioned or dreamt of the path and the road that would take me to this moment. Living in a small mining community in Northern Ontario with a father as a miner, I started off in geology. I thought that was my path. But the road from there to here had many bumps and a lot of forks in the road. I was lucky to have taken the right ones, and very early on I realized that my passion was not for rocks, it was for people. And I couldn't have done it. When I look back, I couldn't have done it without the many teachers that had confidence in me. They convinced me that I could do more. And mentors, whether they were real mentors or just people I looked up to, who provided a vision and some direction at times. And of course, as you've already acknowledged, your family, your friends, your loved ones who stick with you when you make mistakes, who stick with you through thick or thin. And also colleagues that you're going to work with. Like a few of my colleagues have come here and I thank them. Colleagues that you can laugh with, that you struggle with, that you can curse with. But all of those influences are what have brought me to this point. But the real gift, I think, for me was being able to work with the most amazing people every day. People who taught me courage, taught me humility, and I think in the end have contributed to being a wiser and kinder person. And for that I will forever be grateful and thankful. So I'm not going to talk too long because I feel guilty that I got my diploma first. But I congratulate you all for what you've accomplished today and also allowing me to share the moment. And I applaud all of you who have chosen a career in working with people and supporting the individuals and families to access other services and programs. And I can only hope that towards the end of your working careers that you will have been as fortunate and as blessed as I have been. So hold on to your values, follow your passions, and when you come to a fork in the road, trust your gut. And I congratulate you and wish you all the best in your future journey. Thank you.
We now come to the highlight of the ceremony, the presentation of the certificates and diplomas. As was mentioned earlier, we have ensured that each graduate will have a photograph provided. I would like to remind you that we've asked guests to remain in your seats throughout the presentations. Without further ado, the presentation of the certificates and diplomas.
My name is Jamie Hartling, Academic Chair for the School of Health and Human Services. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Health and Human Services. Najla Al-Omari. Leslie Blake. Jessica Buteau. Tino Fadzwa Chiome. Alexandra Kroos. Jessica Fall. Christina Fanning. Hillary Hardwick. Anna Haverstock. Haley Hernan. Stephanie Hill. Charlie McDonald. Sangeetaben Patel. Helen Wong. Ashley Wood. Mr. President, the graduates for the Diploma in Medical Laboratory Technology. For the information of the audience, those students who have attained honors standing have this designation noted in the program. Congratulations for your outstanding academic performance. Students whose names appear in the program but who are unable to be with us today are automatically admitted to the respective certificates or diplomas. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Social Services. Holly Anad. Nathaniel Beals. Destiny Kroll. Emily Doucette. Jessica Flynn. Kyra Gilbert. Caitlin Greenfield. Natasha Henderick. Jalen Boucher Howell. Taylor McDonald. Natasha McLean. Bethany McNeil. Keelan Nash. Kayla Thompson. Inez Upshaw Paris. John Walker. Mr. President. Oh. Mr. President, the graduates in social services.
Good afternoon. My name is Brian Dewey, Academic Chair for the Schools of Access, Education and Language, as well as Technology and Environment. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Access, Education and Language. Mr. President, candidates for the Certificate in American Sign Language, ASL Studies. Emily Dauphiny. Ki Lo. Liam McIntosh. Jennifer Miller. Invited guests. It's a tradition at Nova Scotia Community College that when a member of the staff has a family member graduating, we offer them the opportunity to participate in the ceremony and present the credential. Christine Mitchell joins us now to present their daughter with the Certificate in American Sign Language Studies. Madeline Mitchell. Courtney Warmerdam. Mr. President, the graduates for the Certificate in American Sign Language ASL Studies. Mr. President, candidates for the Diploma in American Sign Language English Interpretation. Stacy Galbraith. I'll put her right there in Kathleen Hollett. Olivia McKinnon. Starla Predham. No? Olivia McKinnon. Did I give her card back too fast? That was a rookie mistake. I know, right? Starla Predham. Mr. President, the graduates for the Diploma in American Sign Language English Interpretation. Oh, not yet. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Technology and Environment. Mr. President, candidates for the Diploma in Architectural Engineering Technician. Rojanne Arandi. Victoria Dennis. Shondell Fancy. Joshua Fortin. James Hendrick. Kush Kant. Karina Liu. Sebastian Lopez. Sean Neves. Marcus Osmond. Morella Pyam. Hubert Paranet. Connor Romaine. Isaiah Simmons. Elliot Tilley. B. Ulrich. Denis Yakupov Merzak. Mr. President, the graduates for the Diploma in Architectural Engineering Technician. Mr. President, candidates for the Diploma in Civil Engineering Technology. Benjamin Haynes. Mr. President, the graduates for the Diploma in Civil Engineering Technology. Mr. President, candidates for the Diploma in Construction Management Technology, Mackenzie Bailey. McGuire Brown. Cameron Cluett. Peter Driscoll. Logan Gassner. Connor Johnson. Ashu Joshi. Allie McDonald. Patrick McIsaac. Jennifer Robar. Mr. President, the graduates of the Diploma in Construction Management Technology. Mr. President, candidates for the Diploma in Drafting Architectural. Lauren Baptiste. Olivia Bean. Nolan Bennett. Hee Jin Chung. Damian Hicks. Sarah Keeping. Suzanne Landry. Jackson Litt. Donald McNeil. Tony Castro Montague. Jeremiah Roming. Jennings Sinclair. Holly Smith. Corette Watson. Karen Wood. Mr. President, the graduates for the Diploma in Drafting Architectural.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gordy McNeil, Academic Chair for the School of Technology and Environment, as well as the School of Trades and Transportation. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for the credential in the School of Technology and Environment. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Electrical Engineering Technology. Andrew Berrigan. Jacob Kenny. Anthony Richards. Mr. President, the graduates for the Diploma in Electrical Engineering Technology. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Electronic Engineering Technician. Trish Ferry joins us now to present their son with a Diploma in Electronic Engineering Technician. Benjamin Camo. Marion Cutler. Zachary Dukes. Nathan Henderson. Kunal Jain. Labib Khan. Fahim Muntasir. Calvin Windrum. Mr. President, the graduates for the Diploma in Electronic Engineering Technician. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Electronic Engineering Technology. Kathleen Jensen. Rory Lencake. You're not going to follow that up? Go ahead. Nicholas Leslie. Josh McDonald. Brandon Park. Susan Pike joins us now to present their son with a diploma in electronic engineering technology. Greg Pike. Congratulations, Dylan. Good job. Dylan Sidney. William Turner. Mr. President, the graduates for the Diploma in Electronic Engineering Technology. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for the credentials in the School of Trades and Transportation. Mr. President, the candidates for their certificate in electrical construction and industrial, Zachary Brooks. Sure can. Devin Dodge. Nick Doyle. Gotcha, Carly. Thank you. Carly Eisen. Congratulations. Good job. Joshua Ivy. Good job. William Klein. Good job. Cheyenne Cheyenne Monk. Congratulations. Good job. Ryan O'Rourke. Congratulations. Good job. Clayton Parker. Caleb Rogers. Good job. Zachary Staples. Jillian Wagner. Mr. President, the graduates for the Certificate in Electrical Construction and Industrial.
Thank you. I want to acknowledge and thank a member of our graduating class for their contribution to the Ivany Campus community, Student Association President John Walker of the Social Services Program. Mr. President, invited guests, I present to you the 2022 graduating class of Ivany Campus, Nova Scotia Community College. I now have the distinct honor of introducing this year's valedictorian, Stacy Galbraith. She was nominated this year as the Ivany Campus valedictorian and was chosen to represent the 2022 class. Stacy is graduating today from our American Sign Language English Interpretation program. Stacy came to Nscc with a passion to learn about the American Sign Language. She found friends new and old who helped support and inspire her to reach her goals. Please welcome Stacy.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stacy Galbraith, and I'm a graduate of the American Sign Language English Interpretation program. I want to welcome all the friends, family, faculty, special guests, and graduates, and thank you all for being here today to celebrate the graduating class of 2022. I realize that my life as a student has finally come to an end, and all that's left are fond memories. If I'm being honest, I felt a slight pain in my heart when I realized that I was going to graduate today. I don't mean to say that I'm not happy about graduating because, trust me, I'm glad to be done. It's just that I'm going to be sad, for I know I will miss all those who I've crossed paths with and those who have changed me into becoming a better person. 3 years ago, when I was deciding which college I wanted to attend, I was drawn to Nscc because of its values and commitment to its students. And I mean, hey, who can say no to that harbor view? The experience I have had at Nscc over the past years have been truly remarkable, and I will never forget my time here. Even through COVID and online learning, I always felt a sense of community and that I belonged. The experiences that the college offered to me personally taught me life lessons that I will treasure forever. The experiences that the college offers to all of its students is truly like no other. Nscc is focused on teaching its students the skills that will help them to succeed in their chosen programs. Our college journey was not the easiest. We started this experience at the beginning of a global pandemic, and we are now graduating in its aftermath, and our entire college experience was flipped upside down. We anticipated we would start college in these nice classrooms face-to-face with our new peers. But no, we met our new classmates through Zoom or MS Teams from the comfort of our own homes. We expected to have late-night study sessions in the library and the study rooms, but those changed into late-night Zoom calls. Our instructors didn't have the opportunity to get to know us like they did in the past from chats in the hallway or talking after class. I know that my instructors viewed me as this quiet girl from Ontario during the online classes. They've recently discovered during the in-person classes that they were very wrong about that. I am sure the graduates of all the programs here today can agree that online learning posed very unique challenges, ones that we had to overcome. But guess what, everyone? We did it. Look at us, the first in-person graduating class since COVID began. We have been through a lot over the last 2 years, and we wouldn't have been able to do it without all the connections that we've made. I want to thank all of our friends, family, classmates, faculty, and staff who have made this possible. To our faculty, you are the ones who have been there for us from day one, through all the, hey, can I just get an extension on this? And then the, I don't understand what's happening, can you just explain it one more time, please? I know that the experience of the last 2 years have been just as hard for you as it was for us. But hey, we made it through the last years by just being there for each other and supporting each other. We made the pivot to online learning together, and then the change to blended learning together, and we figured it out along the way. So, to the faculty, thank you for always being there to support us. To our families, whether they be our biological families or our chosen families, thank you for always being there to support us. You were the ones we called when we were having a rough day and needed a shoulder to cry on, or when we passed that test we thought we would fail and we needed someone to celebrate with us. You were the people we always contacted when we needed someone to be proud of us, or when we needed a harsh reality check. You've been there for us throughout this entire journey, and you will continue to be there with us, so thank you. To our peers, you were the only other ones who understood exactly what we were going through because we were all going through it together. I remember how rough this journey was with all the changes happening in the world and how close I was to giving up on my college dream. Fortunately, I made friends with the best classmates ever. You have been a huge help to me, and I was able to learn life lessons through all of you. My life has been a roller coaster ride, and I have experienced all the ups and downs. But I've learned to appreciate the downs because I know that something will be learned. To all of our friends who have molded us to become the best versions of ourselves, we pay you our sincerest gratitude. And to all the graduates here today, today is for you. You can look at yourselves in the mirror later tonight and know that you have beat the odds that may have been stacked against you during this pandemic. Shaky internet connections, unfamiliar learning styles, isolation, and so much more. Maybe you thought you couldn't do it. And yet, you did it. You did it. There have been people who have helped you along the way, yes, but in the end, there's you. So be proud of yourselves because you've succeeded, and it's only up from here. Thank you.
Stacy, thank you so much for that heartfelt speech. I will now call on our principal, Kathleen Allen, to present the Valedictorian Award.
As we come to the close of our ceremony, I want to extend a special thank you to everyone who contributed to make this amazing event possible. It really takes a village. Graduates, after receiving your credential today, on stage you were presented with an Nscc alumni pin. We hope from this moment forward, you will wear it proudly, because today when you shed your gown, your connection with Nscc does not end. Yesterday you were students, today you are graduates, and tomorrow and forevermore you are Nscc alum. We now move into the recessional. During the recessional, the stage guests, led by our president, followed by our faculty, and then graduates, will leave the auditorium. Please stand for the recessional and remain standing till the stage party, faculty, staff, and graduates have left the auditorium. But before we leave, let's one more round of applause for the graduating class of 2022.